11 political parties in Manipur gear up for 10-day nationwide protest of NDA government at centre from September 20 to 30. Union Minister of State, Education and External Affairs Dr. R.K. Ranjan assures to look into loopholes of education sector and Indo-Myanmar border issue. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren says BJP-led state government will produce white papers on all its welfare activities and achievements in last 4.5 years. Manipur reports 114 new COVID-19 cases, 228 recoveries and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 5.77%. And India adds 35,662 fresh COVID-19 cases, 33,798 recoveries and 281 deaths in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.65%. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI, THANGJAM, bringing you the news in details. 19 opposition political parties have jointly called a nationwide strike against the NDA government at the centre from September 20 till 30. Supporting the same, 11 political parties in Manipur: INC, CPI, CPIM, NCP, BSP, AITC, AIFB, RSP, JDS, MPP and Praja are gearing up for the same in Manipur. Leaders of the political parties held a press meet at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today. Speaking to media, CPI National Executive Member and former Minister Dr. Moirangthem Nara termed the BJP-led government as anti-people. He alleged the BJP government of favouring rich corporates and ignoring the poor in the wake of privatization of various public sector enterprises. He categorically stated that the upcoming agitation has nothing to do with the upcoming election, but its pure intention is to bring welfare in the state.
Monopoly houses sing a sigi pen of Honabada, privatization in many sectors, my ampunaman Kangbiridun, which is privatization see low in a sumtox Kanagi, airport, airlines, railways, company, Mayam, Sarkari, public sector, the levy unit, Punamaxi, one after another, low in a sum Luishalim, Yontopoda, the net result, which is Hingbaki, Belusi, Karam Onbi Bagay, common people sing Sivuzi, Hingbanga Mibraibu Hangamalak. Privatization to give a gimanunda, Poche Punamaki Mamal Sibuzik, Mayam, Wang Dina Haibigadori, Taugi Mamansi, almost every alternate day, Maman Hongi, Hengali, Prajamiam Hauri, Tade, Lomi Singi Pim, Hena Soxelapi, minimum support price, Lokto Kibagi, Anova Palm Bill, Ahum Dugi Mayokta, Barot Sin Patona Diligi, border, Hauri, Tama Palom Suzelaban, Sarkarsi, Tadi.
Speaking to media, INC Manipur Pradesh Vice President T. Mangibabu said their protest presses 13 demands against violation of the Indian Constitution, democracy and secularism. He informed that skilled workers have called a nationwide general strike on September 24 and banned by farmers on September 27. Mangibabu said public meetings will be held from September 20 till 30.
Unity in diversity haidana hojik secularism gi magi fabric ase thugai re hererga swaida communalism gi thakta lakna na bakka honarakpa sinadi bharot che punba yar odoriba bharot se kaira kadoriba adrunga si bharot mapung oina leriba se hoi hindu muslim muslim ani sina mapung oina lere hoi tonga tonga ma jati ba ama leigre leiriba jati mayam se mapung oibadi ani sida ngasai gi hindu rise khakta oigadobuni Haibiki Wakalasi Lakomatum the Muslim Prajas in Lady Muslim is in the Nautinda, Akiba Mapo Le Harry.
Union Minister of State, Education and External Affairs, Dr. R.K. Ranjan arrived in Imphal from New Delhi today. Speaking to media, Dr. R.K. Ranjan said he will look into existing loopholes in the education sector of the state. The Union Minister said that he has received the memorandum submitted by United Committee Manipur with regards to the prevailing Indo-Myanmar border controversy and has already apprised the border director of the Indian government to examine the matter for necessary actions.
Handloom and handicraft exhibition nama e-portal I participate in a Tharakpa. Ani Subana, Handaki Sahigi, School Gi, Wazasingi, Teachers Gi Best Award, Presidential Award, Pigiba, Ukulgido, Maduda, Satlaga personally, Mahu a prize of Magi School Duda, Sangaga, Ate Atopa, Wazasing Sigi Awareness, Leraga, Hen Award, Fagnanaba, Hen Pazana, like Tambinaba. Adugumbagi awareness amato aidana ithowena laksebani adugi India government gi di yam leire ada swaida khoi gi implementation da kari loophole lege do madu de khoi paminaraga yeminaraga tawgadaba memorandum phangmadu ai keno da piramme khoi gi border director da they will examine it and will settle it khoi gi handloom and
BJP National General Secretary, Manipur Election in Charge and Union Minister Bhupender Yadav also arrived in Imphal today on a two-day state visit to chalk out action plans for 2022 State Assembly election. Chief Minister N. Biren along with BJP workers received the Union Minister at the Imphal International Airport. Impact News sources said Bhupender Yadav's two-day visit is expected to bring huge development in BJP. He will meet with office bearers, spokespersons, Morcha presidents, district presidents, Mandal presidents and core committee members of BJP to discuss the upcoming election. It may be mentioned that BJP Manipur in charge Sambit Patra and BJP Northeast Secretary Organization Ajay Jamwal are also currently in Imphal. Chief Minister Nongthomban Biren has announced that BJP-led state government will produce white paper on all its welfare activities and achievements during the past 4.5 years. He was speaking at the distribution of benefits under Economic Development Program (EDP) scheme and Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram (PMJVK) at City Convention Center in Palace Compound today. Department of Minority Affairs, Department for Welfare of OBCs and SCs, Manipur Minorities and Other Backward Classes Economic Development Society, MOBEDS, jointly organized the event where Chief Minister Biren distributed poultry chicks, carpentry tools and bicycles to beneficiaries. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said BJP-led state government reaches out government welfare schemes to every beneficiaries with transparency, stressing that boosting rural economy is essential to develop in the state. And Biren mentioned about Go to Village and Go to Hills missions launched by the state government. Chief Minister MOBC Minister in charge Nongthomban Biren said he has increased the budgetary allocation of the department like never before. Works Minister Thongam Biswajit, Education Minister S. Rajan, Advisor to Chief Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan, along Lilong MLA Y. Antas Khan, Kakching MLA M. Rameshwar and Minority Commission Manipur Chairperson Mohammad Anwar Hussain, Imphal East and Imphal West Adhaksha and top officials of the department took part in the event.
Go to hills and go to village, doorstep delivery. Ultima, Russia going to be rich. Russia going to be the report my amount to let be rich from doing it. So my Zingi presentation is Ukulda, example, social product, Narwood, social product, Taurido. Zingo Purusale, how Singi Zingo Purusale, Yusam Fugi, Battle to Sam Purusale. Sewing machine, charm, sewing machine of Purusale. Satra Singi, mobile Purusale. Sport delivery to Tauris. Mamanda in a crore manga ka bukholaga sigi mission si tawna ba ina jinga extra layer khana ge lebi madakta pursi hai ba ta ya gide as ko maya na ya de du pursi adu da ne ba yon fill the wish masi honorable prime minister na hudori ba direct benefit transfer na hudori se chho mayam sigi ta ba ba da wish praja da kana ba bot bigi si ya di hai emo da to amadi high elected leader to be oina emo evidence le adu madu bai no bai housing scheme to the game da ya di energy kali karo na am desperate hoye anu masi haura ka da han sa de puri ba jung mayam machinery mayam benefit solution da makut da bi ne maka sa da di ne praja ki kana ba phangada ba bi ga da bot no.
Chief Minister N. Biren said implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur will never be possible without Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He added that BJP need not worry about campaigning for the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly election, considering the several welfare activities carried out in the state under Modi-led government at the centre. And Biren said this at the reception of Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav, Union Minister of State Pratima Bhomik and Assam State Minister Ashok Singhal at the party office in Nityai Pachuthek this evening. BJP Manipur President A. Sardar, Rajya Sabha MP Laisemba Sanajauba, party members, office bearers, district and mandal presidents attended the event.
Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji ne lerom jagadi ekoi Manipur prajana sahi kaya lagi talagala pamisi mina kaya pokraba awana kaya kenna strike ban kaya mai sapna talagala ko bidra inner line permit se Honorable Prime Minister Modi na suje koi thana moi hai se ngasi Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji na bharat ki amat tangai ra sports university do Manipur da pira ye mana ta Prime Minister sing the Sakali infrastructure. We document BJP machine thide white paper within months like sing the kam da kari kari packet ke white paper no puthoga prajamiyam da thongone before.
Chief Minister N. Biren today kicked off two-day Nav Bharat Mela at Jawaharlal Nehru Dance Academy in Imphal today. The fair is being organized by Bharatiya Yuva Morcha, Manipur Pradesh, as a part of the 71st birthday celebrations of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Speaking on the occasion, N. Biren asserted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the one who gave a green signal on the implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur and praised him for bringing National Sports University in Manipur. Chief Minister N. Biren said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is one of the living legends of India. Taking part in the event, Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav distributed health cards to beneficiaries. They also inspected various stalls, including common service center set up at the fair.
Narendra Modi ji ki birthday kari ki damak saung pangtho we already know have a question dama ai Manipur mi miyam Bharat ki atai state ko tos Manipur ki miyam kari ki pangtho we already know pangtho para kari ki sokolo do Manipur ki miyam ki khoi ki hana lai thira ga lakhi ba strike ban matam kaya ada demand ta lakhi ba mi kaya shikra ba property kaya ma ta ta ukra ba khoi ki identity khoi ki indigenous population khoi ki native peoples ko ngak ko na bi no ka inner line permit PU and Lapokanda, Karamba Prime Minister and Narendra Modi. These are the few reasons why we are celebrating Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji as the legend, living legend.
General Secretary of Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol, CADA, Gitchan Ramangang, has raised doubts on Manipur government's decision to plead with the higher court to re-investigate Lukosezau multi-crore drug case. Speaking on the sidelines of CADA Foundation Day observance at CADA office in Poreiromba, Kongnang Makong Palace compound today, Git Chandramangang said CADA welcomes the government's decision. However, the recent move seems more like election propaganda to woo voters as election draws near instead of genuinely trying to curb drug menace. He asks why the government kept silent for so long when women folk of the state and various civil bodies were demanding retrial of Lukosezau in the past. Gitchandra also demanded the government to produce white paper on approval for alcohol production in Manipur. He expressed concern that manufacturing of the liquor will lead to scarcity of rice in the state, hence urged the government to consult the public before taking such major decision. Taking part in the event, AMKIL President in charge El Nganbi asserted that women organizations of Manipur opposed alcohol production in the state and warned of intense agitations.
Kosejo amasung mahaki kangbu haiba tare pakro kuntre rongi drug konan phagiba adugi matangda retrial tobiu haina khoi yam kanba ima singi iho sanction jagi badu government na su tabi ba haigadra hantakse dumaina pawmdi phangjare khoi state na appeal chalani hana ada khoina masida hangjeningi di mayamna ima singna yam kana protest taw matam du appeal chapiu haiba yadri bisina karigino adu hojikta chalani hana tawrai sina kai marumgino masi election mayagi government gi am chaw propaganda ama oigadori bribes am hangjening ba question ama khangni
kana gumba naharol ama leitaba lairba imung dagi pharaba leiramena imung da pukhalaga phune ba custody da thamne ba jat jat haijalaga jail da bau pine ba minister ge mayum dagi magi quarter dagi phagi ba naharon sing minister phagi ba yaubra haiba moi imung manung da punishment pi gi ba yaubra haiba aduna di manipur si da tawri ba system je lairaba da na tawning ba da tawba ina khumba da na thaidok ba sigi ain sibu pithibi da channa ba yaba ai lasini da in thamningi.
Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol Garda held awareness cum blood donation program to mark its 15th Foundation Day at Chenam's blood cell. Today, around 30 volunteers donated blood in the camp held by strictly adhering to COVID protocols. Water Resources Minister Letpao Haukip has attended the 3rd governing body meeting of Northeastern Regional Institute of Water and Land Management in Guwahati. Letpao Haukip met with Union Minister of Jal Shakti, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, who was the main guest of the event. He pursued the Union Minister to release funds for the various developmental projects related to water resources for Manipur. Gajendra reportedly assured the Minister to ensure smooth release of funds. Water Resources Ministers of all the states of the Northeast region attended the meet. Northeastern Regional Institute of Water and Land Management is located in Tejpur, Assam, and is an institute under the Department of Water Resources, RD and GB, Minister of Jal Shakti, Government of India. United Front Manipur has appealed to stop selling one's invaluable votes in the upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election 2022. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Front Chairman Sapam Samungao said all the 60 MLAs of the state must be sincere and dedicated to bring peace and prosperity in the state. He lamented that MLAs elected so far did not live up to the expectations. Samungao appealed to elect efficient candidates and not to vote for political parties or for money.
Manipur ki boda praja sing yamna mina sing le biu cheng kharada lupa kharada yu gilas amda chak bukham amda adudagi le nung thaba amda jingga kopam de yum macha ma sabda ngau taragadi sari ba yum do mado ningkhai tan nandana sibu su yaiba madu di past history of Manipur koi ngasi Manipur da national highway ani ban taro matamda what can do the state government si Manipur ki boda praja sing khangadamni aduna haibase khangraba sahi kharagi matungdadi Manipur se aroiba khongchat oigani haibase United Front Manipur gi maige gi thamjari aduna Manipur praja voter singna lakadaruba taragani thoi suba vidhan sabha election singdadi no look the party, please kindly look to the candidate who can sacrifice for our stand.
Urup Arabti Demand Committee has demanded formation of Urup Arabti Gram Panchayat at the earliest. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, spokesperson of the committee, Soibam Vidamani, said Urup Arabti has been depending on Kairao Makting Gram Panchayat and Kiamgai Muslim Gram Panchayat for the past 40 years and the same has hindered progress. He also refuted to objections by some local clubs and civil bodies of Kairao Assembly constituency in coming up with the Gram Panchayat.
Suk Sankrama Matamase, Tongan the GP the Natsanduna, Ward Ani Kairao Makting Gram Panchayata, Ward today quick 9 and 10 Duga, Kiangi Muslim Gram Panchayata, Ward number 5, 6 and 7 Aduga, quite a Mungag Libana, Lelong Arabti. थोंखोंदा लेरिबा लिलोंग थोबाल म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल की वार्ड नंबर 9 से अखोगी डिस्ट्रिक्ट की बाउंड्री ना इम्फाल ईस्ट की मनंग वोइबा अदुगा काउंसिल की ऑपरेशन ना थोबाल डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन मखादा लेबा असिगुंबा यामना खुदोंचादबा इनकन्वीनियंसेस होइबा लोना अखोगी साखो थोरांगदा वार्ड मचा मरी मंगा सिदगी फंगबा मसेट मका की डेवलपमेंट न मफिंग फाबा ngamaktaba sigi thamoide penjidaba sahi sang lakpasin maram oduna Urubarabdi Development Coordinating Committee Haidana Register Organization Tarago Humdoi Amasung Equigi Mara Pabi Organization London Chiki Tara Humdoi Pulaga Kuntarugna Matamatungi Pali Sakar some pressure to 2017 Lakshabane.
Secretary of All Manipur Nupi Manbi Association, writer and gender rights activist Shanta Kurai has presented a statement in the 48th Human Rights Council session. Shanta Kurai is a RAP 2021-2022 fellow under Swedish Federation of Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender Rights. She took part in a session recently held in Geneva online. She made a statement on behalf of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and intersex persons from 14 countries of Global East and Global South. The statement presented to the Special Rapporteur Water and Sanitation addressed the issues facing LGBTQ community with regards to democratic access to safe water and sanitation. She highlighted that marginalized groups disproportionately face violations to rights to water and sanitation, menstrual hygiene and toilets, increasing risks to violence affecting physical and mental health, right to life, safety, privacy and freedom of movement even amid the COVID crisis. Shanta Kurai reflected that predatory capitalism and water privatization are driving climate change, destroy ecosystems, creating water crisis and contamination, threatening electricity supplies and increasing water-borne diseases affecting the most vulnerable and indigenous tribes. She opined that states must adopt policies and programs that address LGBTQ positive issues, affirm their identities and also involved them in decision-making on water and sanitation management.
Harmful norms and stereotypes, the gender binary, cis heteronormativity, high poverty rates, and all forms of colonialism directly affect LGBTI persons' rights to water and sanitation. Trans, intersex, and gender non-binary persons experience unequal access to sanitation, menstrual hygiene, and toilet, increasing our risk to violence, affecting our physical and mental health, rights to life, safety, privacy, and freedom of movement. Predatory capitalism and water privatization are driving climate change, destroying ecosystem, creating water crisis and contamination, threatening electricity supplies and increasing waterborne diseases affecting the most vulnerable, such as LGBTI persons and indigenous trans persons, including from my own community.
New confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 2,425 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID positivity rate stands at 5.77%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 118,261, out of which active cases are 2,180. 4 COVID patients died, 2 from Churachandpur and 1 each from Imphal Western Thoubal district in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,830. On the positive note, 228 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,14,251. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 96.61%. Manipur police detained 24 curfew violators today. Police collected a total of 3,850 rupees as fines from them. Detainees were later released with a word of advice. Manipur police has so far collected 2,58,18,710 rupees from COVID curfew violators so far. And on that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you an update on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News. Alpha BCI Memorial Academy. Registration for some vacant seats in Class 11 Science and Arts is extended till second week of September. Alpha BCI Memorial Academy is a school where you can see people from around the nation. You will have the opportunity to experience things you have never experienced before. We have highly skilled teachers and a comfortable environment that doesn't pressure but eases the mind of students to help them into their future careers. For more details, please contact Alpha BCI Memorial Academy, serving education. THANGJAM phone number 9863016217.
Chief Minister's Health for All scheme, door-to-door health screening for primary health care and chronic disease management. To complete the primary health checkup for all the citizens of Manipur, the primary focus is early identification and diagnosis of non-communicable diseases (NCD). In the first phase, 1,118 villages will be selected comprising all 16 districts. These villages are linked to 118 primary health sub-centers, 29 primary health centers and 7 community health centers. Screening of non-communicable diseases, hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, kidney ailments, respiratory disease like COPD, 3 common cancers, oral, breast and cervical, etc. Mental health problems and stroke, post-stroke. Door-to-door screening of non-communicable diseases with a handheld screening device of a patient connected with doctors at command center by telemedicine. On-site consultation with doctors and prescription with free drug delivery. National Health Mission and Directorate of Health Services, Government of Manipur.
Welcome back after the break and you're watching Prime Time English News. India added 35,662 fresh COVID-19 cases, 33,798 recoveries and 281 deaths in the past 24 hours, as per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. India's COVID-19 active cases are 3,40,639. Total recovered cases are 3,26,32,222 and recovery rate stands at 97.65%. While death toll has reached 4,44,529, COVID-19 vaccine has been administered to more than 79 crore 42 lakh people in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 22 crore 85 lakh 21,000 people, above 46 lakh 95,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 20 crore 51 lakh 28,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 96 lakh 75,000 in the world, followed by India and Brazil. TSI, a group of oral health care center, Manipur, in association with American Oncology Institute Imphal unit, organized cancer awareness program and anti-tobacco campaign at Defilan village in Churchandpur district today. Around 500 villagers attended the event. Dr. Daneshwar Naurim, consultant head and neck and surgery, gave resourceful insights on how to prevent cancer. He stressed that tobacco eating or consumption is one of the causes of cancer as well as red meat. While Dr. Rani Bala Yengkom, dental surgeon and chief consultant TSI, said Gurkha is one of the major causes of mouth cancer and Manipur is at top 3 in India for Gurkha consumption. TSI is extending the program to other parts of the state as well.
Honorable CM ki makhada sigi poche yang bizna to war on drugs se aina sum ko zabada war on drugs da kamai to peda war on drugs ki apoi drugs da eida meam yugo magumba peno gumba apoi number 4 gumba drugs gumba haba khtam do hoina to ba aduga tobacco seasonal eva su chamana apoi drug users in the seasonal and the toy portable mind tobacco na su toy leba adur ka se bo men no da gi mo
Association of Blood Donors Manipur has felicitated 71 blood donors of Taupal district branch. The felicitation was held at Taupal district election counting hall today. Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch has condoled the demise of IRCS member THANGJAM Haridas. Late Haridas served as life member cum management committee member of the branch during his lifetime. Students' Union of Lelong Haurabi College has banned admission process of the college in support of the September 12th decision taken by colleges under Manipur University. Students' unions have been demanding reduction of admission fees. Director of CAF and PD, Ranjan Yumnam, has issued a notification for candidates from roll number 2091 to 2490 who were earlier assigned at Imphal College, Imphal West for September 19 recruitment exam for the post of Quality Inspector, Lower Division Clerk or Office Assistant, Auditor, Councillor and Steno of CAF and PD to appear for the examination at the new exam center, Directorate of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Sangai Pro. Aspiring BJP candidate of Kaishamthong constituency for 2022 state general election, Laishom Santosh alias Bobby received Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav today. Santosh, along with his supporters, welcomed the Union Minister at Tidim Road in Kaishampat, Laimacham Laikai. Speaking to media, Santosh said he joined the BJP to serve the people of Kaishamthong Assembly constituency.
Yamna demand ba Kaishamthong kendra se awat nga to oiba kanamta da haijaro kanamta da tainajaro khodi rajniki family dagi adum haujarakpani rajniki gi magun do khangaga ai thokjabani ai paisa pairaga ai vote lepkena thokjabasu natte mayam gi loinaraktana awana mayam ama sehi kunthra dagi ahallaman gi tung ilaga ai khara da orsu pangjage yam manbo ani Kaishamthong kendra se yamna awaba leiribe mu mayamam leiri adubo ai haujarame ai tangkun mathoi March ki da ai launch tawjabani January dagi tha tarukta mi mari ni koi mungda lagi dripse covid mayamam positive oi thokpa yadaba wakhanda neta daba adubu timing se sare party se join tawbada yabirakbu koigi madam sardabu su yam thagachari aduga ngasi sima suddenly haibirakoni koi state BJP office dagi Bhupendra ji Yadav si lakpada amtang receive tawbiona adugi hatu sinjabani.
CPI, Manipur has decided not to field any candidate for the upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election from Khetrigao constituency. The party has instead decided to support National People's Party NPP intending candidate of Khetrigao Assembly constituency, Sheikh Nur Hassan, in the 2022 state general election. Members of Khetrigao Local Council made the announcement at Top Awang Laikai today. Sheikh Nur Hassan, who is also the General Secretary, Organization of NPP Manipur State Unit, thanked CPI Khetrigao Local Council for their support.
Khetrigao da laidiba CPI gi party na larupa decision khap ngairaga leiba amadi party gi discipline kaidaba members makhai gi support phangani haibada ingonda yamna chauna lagliba elections de am chauna mai pakani haibagi Chama Thazabadongasi, Kesumlava media direction amadi local leaders makhayum the state leaders makhayga unagi thorumnasid kitanjala orgai anova onda nongai faba khidam nangai weba manaba Khetrigao ama amadi Manipur da manaba samasama purakna bohonabada achauba thodang luminarasi habu famsina.
Irabot Foundation Manipur has appreciated Manipur government for getting GI tags for Hathai chili of Sirarakong Ukhrul district and Tamenglong orange. Press release from the foundation further appeals to strive for GI tagging of other rare and indigenous items of Manipur. One-day tree plantation on the theme Act Now for Better Tomorrow was held at THANGJAM today. MSU and Ningsing Lam All-Day Care Home jointly organized the event. Speaking on the occasion, MSU former president and Manjit appealed for public cooperation to save the environment.
Ay ngasagi khalda tongan ba khoi ngasi deforestation aduga tongan ba makhal makha kya gi climate change kam khak torakanda ngasi khoi khuna gi miam da khoi hingbagi punsi role da anga ko phangna khoi gi khudung cha da kya khak mayang na haiba time ramdana ay ngasagi khalsing da mating oina ba aduga loina erosion aduga tongan ba landslide chingba aduga flood chingba ama deforestation torakanda tholai se khoina hariba using ase khoina yokhot pirakanda khoi gi hingba jiwa kya khak khoi miwe bagi live blood or oxygen chingba puthokanda khoi gi khunai miam da a further atmosphere
A team of Sangaithil outpost personnel led by officer in charge SI Lakpa arrested 3 individuals along with 1,033 liters of illicit DIC liquor last night. Police arrested 38-year-old Namdinjile Nyume, wife of Rikangbui Nyume from Greenland, Tamenglong, 36-year-old Mina Gangmai, wife of Zimre Gangmai from Sarung Village, Kangsang, Tamenglong, and 29-year-old Adam Barzamtak, son of Acho Barzamtak of Puji village, Tamenglong, around 8:30 p.m. from Sangaitel Lamkai area. Acting on a tip-off, the police team assisted by ASI NG Jhalajit along with Mayropaibi members in Sangaitel intercepted a Bolero campus bearing registration number MN02G0774 and found the miscreants ferrying the country liquor in many plastic bottles concealed in a vehicle's trunk. Police said the seized items were disposed at Sangaitel Bazaar at around 11:30 last night in the presence of local Mayropaibi members, Patsoy police personnel and Kaitel Manbe excise station team. The arrested persons and the seized vehicles have been handed over to Patsoy police station for necessary action. In Assam, 2 militants of newly formed outfit United Liberation of Bodoland ULB were killed in an encounter with the Assam police team in Kokrajhar district. Special Director General of Police L.R. Bishnoi said that the incident took place at Ultapani area in the wee hours today. He said that acting on a tip-off, police launched a trap and 2 militants were killed following exchange of fire. They were identified as Janak Brahma and Jinswam Brahma, who were involved in numerous extortion cases. Police busted a makeshift camp as well as recovered arms and ammunitions. It may be mentioned that few militants of the new outfit recently made appearance through a video message threatening to carry out anti-social activities. Government has extended the deadline for linking of PAN with Aadhaar by 6 months till March next year. Earlier, the time limit was September 30th. Income Tax Department said the decision has been taken in continuation of central government's commitment to address the hardship being faced by various stakeholders due to COVID-19 pandemic and considering the representations received from various stakeholders over the issue. The due date for completion of penalty proceedings under the IT Act has also been extended from 30th of this month to March next year. The time limit for issuance of notice and passing of order by the adjudicating authority under the Prohibition of Benamini Property Transaction Act has also been extended till March 2022. And in sport news, Manipur team participating in 14th Junior National Kho-Kho Championship left Imphal today. The championship will kick off at Odisha's Bhubaneswar on September 23rd. Manipur Amateur Kho-Kho Association General Secretary M. Himmat flagged off team of junior boys and girls Kho-Kho players of the association around 9 a.m. Armed Sports Selection Tournament was held to select participants for Mumbai Mayur National Armed Sport Championship 2022. ASA Manipur organized a selection tournament for various weight categories and selected 33 players. Before we conclude, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 11 political parties in Manipur gear up for 10-day nationwide protest of NDA government at centre from September 20 to 30. Union Minister of State, Education and External Affairs Dr. R.K. Ranjan assures to look into loopholes of education sector and Indo-Myanmar border issued. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirin says BJP-led state government will produce white papers on all its welfare activities and achievements in last 4.5 years. Manipur reports 114 new COVID-19 cases, 228 recoveries and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 5.77%. And India adds 35,662 fresh COVID-19 cases, 33,798 recoveries and 281 deaths in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.65%. Well, that's all we have in this edition of the Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night. Stay indoors and stay safe.